Hello students, my name is Anup Kumar Dutta. Today in my YouTube tutorial video of the new series of excellent videos on NCERT Mathematics, which is completely free to you, I have just taken the question number 8 from the exercise 10.2 of your book under the chapter Circles, NCERT Mathematics. Now let us see what the question says. A quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Prove that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Here circumscribe means all the four sides of the quadrilateral touch the circle externally, and we have been asked to see the figure 10.12, which is here. We have to prove that AB, the side AB, this one, plus the side CD, this one, is equal to the side AD, this one, plus the side BC, this one. So to proceed to this solution, we must have this pre-knowledge first, which is the measures of the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal to each other at the point of contact. I would like to repeat once more. The measures of the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal to each other at the point of contact. So to do this sum, let us proceed in this way. Write in this way. Let the quadrilateral ABCD circumscribes the circle at the points P, this one, P, Q, this one, R, this one, and S, this one, respectively. Let the quadrilateral ABCD circumscribes the circle at the points P, Q, R, and S respectively. After this, write in this way. We have to prove that measure of AB, this side, plus measure of CD, this side, CD, measure of CD is equal to measure of AD, this side, plus measure of BC, this side, measure of BC. So to proceed, write in this way. Here measure of AP, this one, measure of AP is equal to measure of AS, measure of AP is equal to measure of AS. Let us name this relation as 1. After this, write within bracket A external point, AB, this one, AB, AD, tangents, AB, AD tangents, PS, PS points of contact. After this, write in this way: measure of BP is equal to measure of BQ, this one, measure of BQ, this one, measure of BQ. Let us name this relation as 2. After this, write within bracket B, this time B external point, B external point, BA this side, BA, BC tangents, P and Q points of contact. After this, write measure of CR, measure of CR is equal to measure of CQ, Let us name this relation as 3 and write within bracket, this time C external point, CD CB tangents, RQ points of contact. After this, write in this way: measure of DR is equal to measure of DS, this one, DS, measure of DS. Let us name this relation as 4 and within bracket write in this way, this time D is the external point, DC DA tangents, RS points of contact. After this, proceed in this way. Now write in this way: now 1, this one, 1 plus 2, this one, plus 3, this one, plus 4, this one, implies measure of AP plus measure of BP plus measure of CR plus measure of DR is equal to measure of AS plus measure of BQ plus measure of CQ plus measure of DS that again implies. Now let us combine these two terms, measure of AP plus measure of BP, just to get the side measure of the side AB. So let us combine measure of AP plus measure of BP, and again let us combine these two terms, measure of CR, which is this one, plus measure of DR, which is this one, just to get the measure of CD. So we are combining here measure of CR plus measure of DR, and on the right side this is equal to measure of AS, this side, this one, measure of AS, and let us combine to this measure of DS, this one, plus measure of DS plus measure of BQ, this side, this one part, plus measure of CQ, this part, measure of CQ. Let us combine these two terms too. That again implies, now in place of measure of AP plus measure of BP, we will write measure of AB, plus in place of measure of CR plus measure of DR, we will write measure of CD. So write measure of CD is equal to, now in place of measure of AS, this part, and measure of DS, this part, we will write measure of AD, plus in place of measure of BQ, this part, plus measure of CQ, this part, we will write measure of BC. So write measure of BC. After this, write proved. We had to prove measure of AB, this one, measure of CD, this one, on the left hand side is equal to measure of AD, this one, plus measure of BC, this one. So the sum have been proved. So this is all for today. Why not? Of course, I will expect your kind likes, dislikes, comments, subscriptions, and clicking on the bell icon. Thank you.